Tishakach, and good morning, everybody.
Morning, Rabbi.
Okay, so today's topic in the Minchat Asher Corona edition is another one, a new topic relating to davening in our circumstances. And the question is phrased as follows. Hamid Palel Tzibor B'Re'iyah or Shmiya Technologit, somebody who's davening together with others through either watching or listening through technology. Ha'im Yomar El Melech Neeman Lifnei Kriyat Shema. Should he or she say that three-word introduction, which person says davening alone, when davening alone before saying the Shema? And so, a very interesting question. We'll see Rabbi Weiss does not give a definitive answer on this. I don't know what the other post can say about this very interesting question. But he says, is it, building on what we've looked at in previous days, is this question based on everybody being a yachid, being an individual when they're davening? Or somehow does what we've learned about Tefillat Rabim, the power of people davening at the same time, even if they're not together, does that have any impact? And what about also, as a related matter, when whoever's leading the davenings, in our case this morning, Simon Rabbi Lawrence led the davening, and when we hear him say, or if we hear him say, Hashem Elokeichem Emet, does that have any bearing as well? Because of course, maybe even if he's not repeating it, the Shech was not repeating it, nonetheless, the other people hear this. So maybe there's a different din for the other people as opposed to the Shliach Tzibur. I mean, just to kind of, there's no need for suspense. The Maskana, as he says, it either way works. That's his conclusion. Whether you say it or not, you still daven properly, but the journey that he gets there, takes to get there is very, very interesting. So he begins by scoping out actually a little bit of the background to the whole practice of saying El Melech Neeman, which is in the Rama mentions it in the Shulchan Aruch Chaim chapter 61, and it's not entirely clear, or not really clear at all from the outset, why one would be required to say that. Famously, that's what I remember learning in Cheder, and maybe you learned the same, that with the number of the words in Shema, we want to correspond to the numbers of parts of the body. And being 248, as understood by the way the Talmud defines them. And so therefore you add three words at the beginning or the end to get you up to that. But one could step back and say, what on earth has that got to do with Shema? I mean, we say the Shema, we're careful not to interrupt during davening, even at times where it's permissible to interrupt. You know, the Mishnah Brachot tells us that you have good reason to interrupt beforehand. And since we said why add in something before saying Shema? I mean, the similar question is asked at the beginning of the Amidah. Why add in that pasuk at the beginning from Tehillim chapter 51? So all these are questions which have to be asked about these three words in general and their placement, let alone in our current situation. And tomorrow we will see how Rabbi Weiss begins to approach this particular question and what we can learn from it. In the meantime, have a great day.
Have a good day, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Have a good day, Scott, Rabbi.
Thanks, everyone. And just a reminder that this evening, Marv will be at 7 p.m. and the room will be open, but I will be at a Morashah governor's meeting. So have a great day. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.